What's happening, everybody? It's your boy back with another one. Today we're not talking about beautiful goals or slick passes. We're breaking down the wildest straight red cards of the 2025 football season. The moments that made you jump out of your seat, yell at the screen and question what you just saw. These are the game changers, the brutal tackles, the off-the-ball madness, the chaos that defines a match for all the wrong reasons. So grab your popcorn because we're diving into the most insane, controversial, and unforgettable red cards of the year. Let's get into it. Let's set the stage. It's the Champions League final, the biggest night in European football. The stadium is absolutely electric, over 80,000 fans on their feet, every eye glued to the pitch. The scoreboard reads 1-1, and we're deep into the 88th minute. The tension is so thick you could cut it with a knife. Both teams have fought tooth and nail for every inch of grass, and now, with the clock ticking down, every pass, every tackle, every decision could decide who lifts the trophy. In the heart of the action, we have veteran captain Marco "The Wall" Rossi, a player famous for his ice-cold composure and leadership. Across from him stands Javier "El Matador" Vargas, a striker with a reputation for fiery passion and relentless aggression. These two have clashed before, but never with stakes this high. You can see the intensity in their eyes, the mutual respect mixed with a burning desire to win at any cost. The ball rolls into their zone, and suddenly a crunching tackle sends Vargas tumbling. He springs up, words are exchanged, sharp, biting, the kind of trash talk that only happens when the world is watching. Vargas, never one to back down, gives Rossi a shove. Normally, this is just part of the game. Tempers flare, players push and move on. But tonight, something is different. In a split second, Rossi's legendary composure shatters. Out of nowhere, he launches a full-on headbutt straight into Vargas's chest. The contact is brutal, echoing through the stadium. It's not just a foul, it's a moment of pure, unfiltered emotion, and it happens right in front of the referee, under the brightest lights in football. Instantly, the stadium falls into a stunned silence. The roar of the crowd is replaced by a collective gasp. Vargas collapses to the turf, clutching his chest, while Rossi's teammates freeze in disbelief. The opposition can't believe what they've just witnessed. It's as if time itself has stopped for a moment. The referee wastes no time. He sprints over, his face a mask of shock and authority. Without hesitation, he reaches into his pocket and brandishes the red card high in the air. There's no debate, no appeal, no second chances. The decision is instant and absolute. Rossi is sent off. As Rossi trudges off the pitch, the weight of the moment crashes down on him. His dream of lifting the Champions League trophy, something he's chased his entire career, evaporates in an instant. The camera catches his face, regret, disbelief, and heartbreak all at once. He knows he's let his team, his fans, and himself down. Down to 10 men, Rossi's team is left vulnerable. The opposition senses blood and pushes forward relentlessly. In stoppage time, they break through the weakened defense and score the winning goal. The stadium erupts, one side in wild celebration, the other in utter despair. The final whistle blows, and just like that, the dream is over. Rossi's teammates sink to the ground, heads in their hands, overcome with emotion. The pain of defeat is written on every face. One moment of madness from the calmest man on the pitch has cost them everything they've worked for all season. For Rossi, this red card isn't just a statistic. It's a scar that will haunt him for the rest of his career. He's a legend, but even legends are human. In the heat of battle, even the coolest heads can lose control. This is a moment that will be replayed and analyzed for years to come. Around the world, millions watched in disbelief. Social media exploded, pundits debated, and fans everywhere asked the same question: how could this happen? The incident became an instant global headline, a moment that transcended sport and entered football folklore. Without a doubt, that's the most shocking red card of 2025. It's a moment that will be remembered for generations, a reminder that in football anything can happen. And sometimes the most unexpected moments are the ones that define history. Now, let's set the scene. The Premier League, under the floodlights, on a cold, rainy night in Stoke. The wind howls through the stands, rain pelts down, and the pitch is slick and treacherous. This is the kind of night that tests even the toughest footballers, a night where legends are made, or broken. The crowd is buzzing, their breath visible in the frigid air, anticipation thick as fog. In the heart of the action, Declan, the Destroyer O'Malley, a player known across the league for his uncompromising style and bone-crunching tackles, locks eyes with Antoine Dubois, the French playmaker with a reputation for dazzling footwork. The ball breaks loose in midfield, and both men lunge for it, neither willing to give an inch. O'Malley's just a fraction of a second late, but in that moment, instinct takes over. He launches himself, both feet off the ground, studs up, flying through the air like a missile, straight at Dubois' shins. The stadium seems to hold its breath as the tackle unfolds in slow motion, every eye fixed on the impending collision. The impact is sickening, a crunch that echoes around the ground. Dubois crumples instantly, his scream piercing the night. Players and fans alike wince, knowing immediately that something has gone terribly wrong. The agony on Dubois' face is unmistakable, and the silence that follows is deafening. Chaos erupts. Players from both teams rush in, some to defend, others to confront. The referee, momentarily frozen by the brutality of the challenge, quickly regains his composure. He blows the whistle with authority, his face stern, and without a moment's hesitation, he reaches for the red card. The decision is clear, there's no room for debate. O'Malley, adrenaline still surging, protests furiously, insisting he was going for the ball, but the replay on the big screen leaves no doubt. It's a reckless, two-footed lunge, with no genuine attempt to play the ball. The crowd groans as the slow-motion footage shows just how dangerous the tackle was. Medical staff rush onto the pitch, tending to Dubois, who is still writhing in pain. After several tense minutes, he's carefully stretchered off, his face etched with agony and disappointment. For Dubois, the season is over in an instant, a cruel twist of fate for a player in his prime. As the reality sinks in, O'Malley's anger fades, replaced by a look of horror and regret. He stands motionless, watching his opponent being carried away, realizing the full extent of the damage he's caused, not just to Dubois, but to his own reputation and career. The referee's message is unmistakable. Tackles like that have no place in modern football. The red card is more than just a punishment. It's a warning to every player on the pitch that reckless aggression will not be tolerated. In the end, it's remembered as the hardest, ugliest challenge of the year. A moment where a career was nearly ended in a split second. The brutality of the tackle lingers in everyone's minds, a stark reminder of the fine line between passion and recklessness in the beautiful game. Now for the most controversial red card of the year, a derby match, 0-0, tension everywhere. Star striker Leo breaks through, last man defender Ben slides in with what looks like a perfect tackle. The ball's cleared, teammates celebrate, then the whistle blows. The ref points to the spot, penalty, and then, unbelievably, a straight red for Ben. Chaos erupts. Replays show Ben got the ball, no foul, no contact, just a heroic tackle. Pundits are speechless, fans are furious, social media explodes. The penalty is scored, Ben's team collapses, and they lose 2-0. The league backs the ref, but nobody buys it. This wasn't a player's mistake, it was a refereeing disaster. It sparked a huge debate about VAR, and left everyone feeling robbed. Sometimes, the worst red cards aren't about violence, they're about injustice. You've heard of super subs. Now meet Sam, the debutant with the fastest red card of the season. Cup game, 70 minutes in. Sam's family in the stands, dreams in his eyes. He sprints on, full of adrenaline, and within seconds lunges into a reckless slide tackle. He misses the ball completely, wipes out the fullback, and the ref doesn't hesitate. Straight red. Sam's been on the pitch for 9 seconds. He hasn't even touched the ball. His teammates are stunned, his manager is speechless, and his family is heartbroken. The home team down to 10 can't hold on and lose the game. Sam's dream debut becomes a nightmare. A brutal lesson in how quickly things can go wrong. 9 seconds. That's all it took. From hero to zero. Just like that. A record nobody wants. For our final chapter, we arrive at a night that would be remembered for all the wrong reasons. A top-of-the-table clash, where the stakes couldn't be higher, and an off-the-ball act of pure brutality that would echo through the league for months to come. In the heart of the penalty area, the enforcer, a center-back with a reputation for intimidation, locks horns with the magician, the league's top scorer, and the creative spark for his team. The tension is palpable as they wrestle for position. each knowing that a single moment could decide the championship. Suddenly, with the referee's attention drawn to the ball, the enforcer seizes his chance. In a split second he swings a vicious elbow, catching the magician square in the face. The crowd gasps as the blow lands, a moment of violence hidden from most, but not from the linesman. Blood pours freely as the magician collapses to the turf, clutching his face in agony. The linesman, eyes wide with shock, waves his flag with desperate urgency, demanding the referee's attention. The stadium falls into a stunned silence, the gravity of the incident sinking in. The referee halts play and rushes over, consulting with his assistant. After a brief but intense discussion, there's no hesitation. The red card is brandished high in the air. The enforcer doesn't protest. He knows what he's done. He walks off the pitch, head bowed, the weight of his actions settling on his shoulders. Medics rush to the magician's side. He's stretchered off, his nose broken, suffering a concussion that will sideline him for a crucial month. The crowd watches in disbelief as their star is taken away, the team's hopes dimming with every step. Without their talisman, the team struggles. The match ends in a draw, a result that on paper seems minor, but in the context of the title race, it's devastating. 2 points lost, and with them, the championship slips away. The incident doesn't just change a game, it changes the entire season. The fallout is immediate and severe. The league reviews the footage and hands the enforcer a 10-game ban, one of the harshest punishments in recent memory. Headlines scream of scandal, and the league makes it clear, this kind of violence will not be tolerated. Pundits and fans alike debate the incident. Some call it a moment of madness, but most agree, it wasn't a heat-of-the-moment mistake. It was a calculated, cowardly act, executed with full knowledge of the consequences. The enforcer's legacy is forever tainted. The impact ripples outward. The magician's absence is felt in every match, his team's morale shattered, fans mourn what could have been, while rivals celebrate a title won under a cloud of controversy. The enforcer once feared is now infamous. Incidents like this remind us that sometimes, the ugliest moments in football happen when the ball isn't even in play. It's a stark warning of how quickly the beautiful game can turn dark. In the end, this was more than just a foul. It was a moment that left a dark stain on the season, a cautionary tale for players and fans alike about the true cost of crossing the line. And that's a wrap, folks. 2025 was wild for red cards, madness, controversy, heartbreak, and unforgettable drama. These moments will be debated for years, showing both the passion and the dark side of football. Players are human, they snap, they make mistakes, and sometimes they pay the price for it. Refs have it tough too. One call can truly change everything. Drop a comment with your pick for the craziest red card, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more awesome content. It's your boy, signing off. Smooth out.